Hi friends, today we are going to discuss about phylum Chordata. Before discussing about the Chordata, already we learnt about what invertebrates, non-chordates. What are non-chordates? The non-chordates are Protozoa, Porifera, Coelenterata, Ctenophora, Platyhelminthes, Nematohelminthes, Annelida, Arthropoda, Mollusca, and Echinodermata and Hemichordata also now included in chordata. Sorry, non-chordates. What is the difference between this non-chordate, whatever we learned from Porifera to Echinodermata, even Hemichordata also non-chordata? Why we are discussed separately? That is non-chordates. Now we are going to discuss about chordates. What is the major difference of chordata and non-chordata? That is important. The chordata, these organisms, whatever organisms is there in chordata, it is having some some special characteristics is there. It is having some special characteristics. Chordates. What is that special characteristics? Now we are discussing about what classification of chordata. First of all, what is chordates? Okay. Now here the name given chordates. Chordata. Okay. The phylum name is Chordata. What is the meaning of chordata? Chordata means what? Notochord. Notochord. What is notochord? Notochord means rod-like structure, flexible rod-like structure. That means the notochord, if you use the term of chordata, the specific meaning of chordata is notochord. It is derived from which language? Latin word. Chordata. Chorda means what? That is a Latin word. Chorda means, the meaning of chorda means notochord. Notochord means rod-like structure. Just like one rod-like structure which is located between gut means digestive system, gut and nerve cord. This rod-like structure, whatever rod-like structure is located in chordata living organisms, that is flexible and one rod-like structure is located between nerve cord and gut. So that it is called especially for chordata. Okay, you have to remember what is the meaning of non-chordata, main difference between non-chordata and chordata. The main differences between non-chordate and chordate: in chordata, notochord is present. What is notochord? Notochord is nothing but one rod-like structure. One rod-like structure which is located between gut and nerve cord, dorsal nerve cord. Okay, that is you can call chordata. Just like a rod-like, flexible rod-like structure. In some chordate, it is having in their lifetime. For example, landslides. We will discuss later. That is. But what is, just first of all, you have to remember what is chordata. Okay, and classification of chordata. We have to discuss about classification of chordata. Okay, if you observe the classification of chordata mainly divided into two types. Okay, one is Acraniata and Craniata. Okay, here craniata, and second one is craniata. Craniata. Here, acraniata and craniata. The word given acraniata and craniata. Generally, what is the meaning of A? A means absent. What is absent? Craniata is absent. What is craniata? What is acraniata? Means acraniata means what? Here, in these organisms, chordata classified into acraniata and craniata. Acraniata means in these organisms, in this acraniata, head is not developed. A, absent. Craniata. Craniata means what? Craniata, skull, head. Cranial, the skull is absent. That means head is absent. Head is not developed. That is meaning. It is not well developed. Head is not well developed in this acraniata organisms. Other one is craniata, which is having skull. Particularly head is developed head in these organisms. That is, you can call craniata. In which organism skull is developed, head is developed, skull is developed. That is, we can call acraniata. Which is skull is not developed in this organism. That is, we can call acraniata. These acraniata organisms are primitive. Primitive means starting chordates. Primitive chordates. So that we have to write other name also. Lower chordates. Lower chordates. Lower chordates also we have to write that one. Lower chordates. That means primitive chordates. And the other name also acraniata, lower chordates. These are craniatas are higher chordates. Higher chordates. That means developed chordates. Lower chordates and higher chordates. And other name also is there for that. These are we can call protochordates also. Proto means starting. Primitive chordates. Protochordates. These are what? Primitive chordates. These are higher chordates, especially for euchordates. They are also called real chordates. Euchordates also. Euchordates also we can call. Okay. So that chordata is classified into acraniata and craniata, or lower chordates or higher chordates, or protochordates or euchordates. Okay, these are classified into two groups. Okay, lower chordates and protochordates, higher chordates or euchordates or craniata. Generally, protochordate means what? These protochordates are primitive chordates, starting chordates. In these organisms, we will observe the structure of notochord. In some organisms, especially for lancelets, name is lancelets, in that we will observe in their lifetime, notochord is present in their lifetime when we are discussing about the characteristics. Okay, here acraniata again divided into three groups. Hemichordata. Already we learnt about hemichordata, but actually hemichordata, starting hemichordata also included in lower chordates, and urochordata and cephalochordata. Cephalochordata. Okay, here lower chordates are classified into hemichordata and urochordata and cephalochordata. Here hemichordata and starting hemichordata also considered as lower chordate part. It is not a chordate. Later it is changed into vertebrate. It is invertebrate. So that don't take hemichordata. And urochordata. The urochordata examples are Ascidia. Examples are Ascidia, Salpa and Dolium. Some of the examples of what? Ascidium, Salpa and Dolium. What is the meaning of urochordata? The meaning of euro means what? Tail. At the tail region, chordata means, already we know what is the meaning of chordata. Chordata means notochord. Notochord means rod-like structure. Flexible dorsoflexible notochord. That means in urochordata, in organisms, which organisms in urochordata, we are observed notochord at the region of tail. At the tail region, we will observe what? Notochord. Notochord is present at the tail region. One rod-like structure. So that this is we can call urochordata. What are the examples of urochordata? Okay, don't consider hemichordata. Hemichordata, it is an invertebrate. Later it is changed into invertebrate. Later they consider hemichordata as a invertebrate. Okay, urochordata. Urochordata examples are Ascidia, Salpa, Dolium. Euro means tail. In the tail region, notochord is present. So that this is called urochordata. Okay. And next one, cephalochordata. The word cephalo. The meaning of cephalus. Cephalus means what? Head. I'm already on acraniata, skull is not all. But here in cephalochordata, head is not that much of the, just like head. Okay, cephalochordata. Chordata means what? Notochord. Chordata means notochord. Here in head cephalochordata, in these organisms, notochord is present head to tail. The notochord is located head to tail. Head region to tail region. In these organisms, examples are cephalochordata, branchiostoma. Okay, or branchiostoma are also called lancelets also. Lancelets. Or example, Amphioxus. Very important, Amphioxus. If you observe in cephalochordata, cephalus in head region to tail region, notochord is present. Notochord means rod-like structure. The notochord is present from head to tail in their lifetime. Some organisms, notochord is present only in larval stage. Later it disappears or modified into what? Vertebrates. But here in cephalochordata, example lancelets, notochord is persistent in their lifetime. That means it is located in their lifetime. So that is called cephalochordata. Okay. So that Protochordata divided into again subgroups Urochordata and Cephalochordata. Urochordata example Acidia, Salpa, Dolium. Uro means tail, chordata means notochord. Notochord is present in tail region. Okay, tail region. So that it is called notochord. And sorry, Urochordata. And Cephalochordata in head region. Notochord is present. From head to tail, one rod-like structure is present. For example, Amphioxus. It is living by nearby sea ocean. Okay, it is especially it is living in sand reversely. Okay, so that it is called Cephalochordata. Later we will discuss about the character of Cephalochordata and Urochordata. Here another one is what? Craniata. And craniata are higher chordata or euchordata and also called vertebrates. These are also called vertebrates. Generally we know very well what is the meaning of vertebrates. The vertebrata means particularly which is having spinal cord. Which is having spinal cord. That means vertebral column. Here in vertebrata, what is the major difference of acraniata and vertebrata? In acraniata, in adult organisms also we will observe what chorda. Chorda means notochord-like structures. But in vertebrata, only we will observe this chorda or chordata or notochord at the larval stage only. Later it is modified into what? Vertebral column. Here craniata are higher chordata and urochordata are vertebrates. These are classified vertebrates, and vertebrates means what is the meaning of vertebrate? Which is having spinal cord. So that I write here. Vertebrate means what? Having what? Spinal cord or vertebral column. Vertebral column. That means the vertebrates again divided into two groups. One is Agnatha, Agnathus, and Gnathostomata. Gnathostomata. Okay, here the word Agnathus, Agnatha or Gnathostomata. Gnathostomata or Gnathostomata. Words. A means absent. Generally, A means before the word it will becomes A. That is nothing but A means absent. What is absent? Gnathus. Gnathus means jaw. Okay, upper jaw and lower jaw. These jaws are absent. Some organisms jaws are absent. So that we can call Agnatha. Without jaw. Agnatha means what? Meaning without jaw. Gnathus. Gnathus means jaw, upper and lower jaw. Here in this Agnatha, Gnathus. Gnathus means what? These jaws are absent. That is, you can call Agnathus. Agnatha again classified into two groups. Okay, so that I will draw this one. Okay, one is Agnatha, one is Ostrigo, Ostrigodermy, These Ostrigodermy. Second one is Cyclostomata. Cyclostomata. The organisms Agnatha, that means vertebrates which is having spinal cord or vertebral column, again classified, which is having the developed skull, classified into Agnathas and Gnathostomatas. Agnatha means without jaw. They don't have jaw. Okay, for us having upper and lower jaw. Lower jaw is movable for us. Here, without jaw, they can have only one jaw. Without jaw, especially for that organisms we can call Agnathas. Agnathas are two types. One is Ostrigodermy, Cyclostomata. Ostrigodermy, all organisms are extinct. What is the meaning of extinct? Means what? Already disappear. Already disappear. And the Cyclostomata divided into Patromyxin. Okay, these Patromyxin and also called lamprey also. Patromyxin and also other one is what? Myxin. Myxin or hugfishes. Okay. Patromyxin or lamprey and also called lamprey. Okay. Agnatha, jawless, without jaw fishes are Agnatha, and jaw which is having jaw, that is Gnathostomata. Agnatha again divided into Ostrigodermy fishes and Cyclostomatas. Ostrigodermy already extinct. What is the meaning of extinct? These fishes are already disappear. And Cyclostomata. What is the meaning of cyclo? Cyclo means round. Stomata means mouth or hole. Here in Cyclostomata organisms, examples of Cyclostomatas are Patromyxin sanguivorous. Sanguivorous means, what is the meaning of sanguivorous? Means what? It is sucking what? Living fish's blood. Fishes or other organisms. It is sucking, parasite. It is a sucking living organisms blood, which is living in aquatic. That's why it is a sucking. It is absorbs what? Fresh blood. Nothing but fresh blood, living blood. Okay, so that it is called Patromyxin sanguivorous. Later we will discuss again. Okay, Patromyxin sanguivorous is what? It is a depend upon. It is a parasite. It is depend upon only in living body only. And Myxin hugfishes are scavengers. Scavengers means what? These are feeding, which is what? Dead fishes, or which is what? Dead fishes organisms. So that it is called scavengers, cleaning dead bodies. But it is depend upon Patromyxin, depend upon only for living bodies only in aquatic. Okay, it is living. It is Myxin is what? Depend upon for dead bodies. Okay. And here Patromyxin we can call lamprey, and Myxin we can call hugfishes also. The meaning of Cyclostomata. Cyclo means round. The mouth is round in structure. In these organisms, in Patromyxin and Myxin, the mouth is round in structure. So that it is called Patromyxin or cyclo round stomata, mouth or hole. Okay, Patromyxin and Myxin in these organisms. And Gnathostomata. The word Gnathostomata. What is the meaning of gnathas? Gnathas means ja. Ja, gnatho, stomata. Between two jaws, try to understand. We are also example of gnathostomata. Why? Because we are example of gnathostomata. Between two jaws, upper jaw and lower jaw. Between two jaws, mouth is located. Okay, between two jaws, mouth is located. So that we can call what? Gnathostomata. Gnathostomata again classified into 5 groups. One is fishes, second one is amphibians, and third one is reptiles, aves or birds, and last one is mammals. Okay, the gnathostomata, that means between two jaws, that means in this organism having jaws, upper jaw, lower jaw, jaws. Between two jaws, mouth is located. So that it is called gnathostomata. Gnathostomata divided into fishes, species, amphibians, reptiles, aves, and mammals. Generally fishes. Fishes means again classified into Phlacodermi. Fishes are classified into Phlacodermi, Chondrichthyes, and Osteichthyes. Okay, Osteichthyes. Okay. Osteichthyes. Again, these species are, that means nothing but fishes, are classified into Phlacodermi. These Phlacodermi organisms are, these are also extinct. Extinct means already disappeared. Extinct. And Chondrichthyes. What is the meaning of Chondrichthyes? Chondra means what? Especially for these organisms are having what? Soft bones. Soft bone means Chondrichthyes. The organisms of Chondrichthyes, nothing but examples of Chondrichthyes, all shark fishes. Shark fishes. Shark fishes are Chondrichthyes. And Osteichthyes. Osteichthyes nothing but we can call bony fishes. Chondrichthyes, Osteichthyes. Again, fishes are classified into Phlacodermi, which is having flaccoid scales, already extinct fishes. Chondrichthyes, which is having soft bone. Examples of all shark fishes are Chondrichthyes fishes. And Osteichthyes. Osteichthyes nothing but we can call bony fishes also. Hippocampus also bony fishes. Okay, bony fishes, hippocampus, Exocetus, flying fish, Exocetus, hippocampus are the examples of what? Osteichthyes. Chondrichthyes, all shark fishes are Chondrichthyes. Cartilage fishes, cartilaginous fishes also we can call Chondrichthyes fishes. Soft bone, cartilaginous fishes, and Osteichthyes means asta means what? Bony fishes. And generally amphibians, we know very well about amphibians, which are living on land and water. Both, which are living on land and water. That is we can call amphibians. Examples are, generally we know Rana tigrina, that is nothing but what? Frog. And reptiles example we know very well. Snakes are the reptiles. Crocodile is a reptile. Tortoise is a reptile. Spinodon punctatum, that is also reptile. These reptiles which are crawling on earth, that is we can call reptiles. And aves and birds. Aves and birds are what, especially for which are flying. Non-flying birds is the flying birds is there. Flying birds, ratite and carinate. Flying and non-flying birds. Okay. And mammals. Generally we know about mammals. What is the meaning of mammals? Mammals means what? Okay, which gives what? Okay, milk, generally milk to the children. That is we can call. Actually, exact meaning of mammal means what? Even just you have to think about mammals. The male organisms are not giving what milk to the children. But how can you say male organisms are also mammals? Actually, exact meaning of mammals means what? Which is having what? Nipples like structures. That is we can call mammals. Okay. This is the classification of chordata. Okay. Briefly, we are doing Acreniata. Lower chordates, higher chordates are also called protochordates or euchordates. Eu means real chordates and also called vertebrates also. Lower chordates are classified into hemichordata. Remove that one. Hemichordata, that is considered as a invertebrate. Urochordata, cephalochordata. Euro means in tail region notochord is present. In cephalochordata means what? Head to tail notochord is present. And vertebrata, agnatha, gnathostomata. Agnatha means what? Without jaw. Gnathostomata, having what? Between two jaws, mouth is located. Gnathostom, whole stomata. Agnatha, again divided into osteodermy, all extinct organisms. Cyclo, mouth is round structured organisms. Cyclostomata. Cyclostomata is Phytomegal and mixing examples. Phytomegal, other name lampreys, mixing, other name hugfishes. Phytomegal depend upon living bodies, sucking living bodies' blood. So that it is called Phytomegal sanguivorous. Mixing depend upon dead bodies or damaged organisms. Mixing are also called hugfishes or scavengers. And Gnathostomata again classified into 5 classes. One is fishes. All fishes it belongs to amphibians, reptiles, aves and mammals. Fishes again classified into Placodermi, Chondrichthyes, Osteichthyes. Placodermi all are extinct fishes. Chondrichthyes means cartilage, soft bone fishes. Osteichthyes means bony fishes. And amphibians, reptiles, aves and mammals. Here the word craniata. Craniata means what? Skull, which is having skull. Particularly these organisms having skull. Okay, that is we can call craniata. This is the classification of chordata. Classification of chordates. Okay, thank you.